Hey, what's up, guys? So, somebody wanted to know about living in the now and not worrying about the past or the future. And it's good to really talk about this right now because I am due. I am due a reboot of sorts. The current date is March 16th, 2020. And it's been a very interesting year so far, to say the least. Um, I foresee things getting worse before they get better. Um, and even somebody like myself, actually, who's not big on getting caught up in the media and the frenzy and the panic and all this, that I am a bit concerned for where we are headed. But with that being said, something that I have been trying to put more focus on over the course of the past few years, I would say, is living in the now. And you got the book by Eckhart Tolle, the power now, and he has another book called, I think it was the New Earth or something like that, which is kind of like the same thing. It speaks on similar things, and the reason why I wanted to put more emphasis on that, I mean, obviously had been presented in such a way where it would seem to be very beneficial, and because of that, I wanted to implement more of that into my life, to live in the moment, to be here, to be in this car, talking on this video with the pipe in my hand and taking in everything in real time. Guys, I gotta tell you something that really scares me, and as you get older, you'll realize this as well. Is that time goes by extremely fast, man. Extremely fast. Uh, I hope a lot of you guys who right now may be wishing that time would speed up a little bit. You know, um, wishing that your work day will go by fast or whatever. Just know, man. Like once it starts kicking up, man, you almost can't even grab it. You almost don't want to do anything that doesn't seem to be of importance, because blink and you'll miss it, man. Right now we're at this point. I mean, of course we're all at this point of no return, where in the past some things were just so sweet and whatever, and we can no longer have that. There are people who are no longer with us anymore, and soon, very soon, you may find that, well, you will find that others will no longer be with us. It's a series of unfortunate events. I mean, plot twists. I mean, it's very, it seems very sadistic and very morbid. All of these things, and you know, we carry the pain from the past. We have negative anticipations about the future, and neither really gives us any relief, and don't have much room for optimism. But realistically speaking, we have to think about what we have at our disposal, and that is this moment right now, as I'm talking to you. And by the time you see this video, obviously this moment will be in my past. This moment will be behind me, and I'll be on doing something else. And because time goes by so fast, and I'm not quite able to relax, I really find myself just kind of fighting myself to make the best out of each moment. Because there's some resistance with me, because time is going by fast, and there's so many things that I want to establish. I'm hoping that I get to the point where I do establish a lot of things that I want to do, and then I can just let go of wishing what it would have been, or wishing that I could have what was once mine, what I once had, my youth, whatever it is. I can leave that behind and just watch life grow, watch life happen, and look at it with great wonder. Uh, and I'm just not able to do this right now. Very, very restless, very hard on myself when it comes to what to do next. And if you guys are interested in spending more time in the now, my recommendations are always pretty simple. That yes, we pull out our journals and we document things as they're happening, or we keep in touch with how we're feeling now, what's going on in our lives, what's missing, what we need to add, where did we go wrong. And you do similar things in your meditation practices, by also focusing on your breaths and, your stomach filling with air, and the way the grass or whatever it may be, the way it feels touching your body, the way the natural sounds around you take shape, the birds, the whatever. Um, and we do this to reach a great deal of clarity. As I've spoken on a couple times, how it's extremely important to check in with yourself, kind of just take inventory and open up counsel within yourself, um, in an attempt to optimize one's way of living. Is why we do these things. Is why I do this thing. Is why I do this. I don't want to spoil my future by thinking I know how it's going to go, or letting what happened to me depict how I'm going to treat, a particular situation, or how I go about life. You know, the, one of the goals is kind of part of the process is to not allow fear to dictate, to not let that, kind of force me into a shell of sorts. And to live in the moment is somewhat a bit insanity, it would seem, but it's a series of resetting, just being forgetful, which I have which I have to my advantage, is that I'm extremely forgetful. Some people say it's a sign of a healthy mind, sign of anxiety, trauma, depression, all of those things. But being I'm able to kind of put these things behind me, it really frees me up to be in this moment, to operate anew, to keep me somewhat fresh and not weighed down by the things that happen. It's still a task, it's still a hassle, but I have practices again that bring me right into this moment. Also, I use cold showers for that as well. Just bring me in, focus on try to mentally navigate through the shock of the cold water, and yeah, man. So with that being said, let's go ahead and um, recap. All right, so we want to live in the present moment to cut down our burden, to narrow our focus a little bit. Not to be narrow-minded, but to narrow down our focus, reach a deal of clarity, to make the most out of every moment, because these moments, you see it, these moments are passing right now as I'm speaking. These moments, they go by so fast. Blink and you'll miss it. But you gotta get a grip. You have to get a grip, and this is why we center ourselves this way. This is why we do it. All right. Take it all in. Really enjoy it all. In fact, I mean, life's not only enjoyment. There's a lot of pain, and as a stoicism practice, as a stoic practice, we try to make we try we I'm an aspiring stoic, so I try to treat both things the same. Great fortune and loss. I try to treat both of them the same, so one doesn't get me too high, one doesn't get me too low, and just go about life that way, man. And just staying calm so the emotions don't depict, and again, still maintaining that great deal of clarity as we attempt to maneuver through our everyday life. All right, so bring it in, my friends. Everything you're doing in real time, focus on that. Slow down, cut back on the multitasking. All right, if you watch a movie, watch a movie. If you're drinking, you're drinking. Just chill for a little bit. All right, if you're driving, you're driving. All right, just one thing at a time and really enjoy it and really take it all in and be in the world, be of and be of this world for a while, you know. Because when you close your eyes and you go to sleep, you can take off all you want. For now, just be in the world and everything, even in the things that you don't necessarily like. You know, teach yourself to step up to the plate, take it all, take it on the chin, take it all in. All right, have a great one, guys.